Hello, my name is Kayla Henderson. I work with the Consortium for Public Education. Today I have with me Eric Harper. Eric, if you don't mind telling us what your title is and what you do.
Not a problem. Hello, Kayla. My name is Eric Harper. I am the building principal for Duquesne Elementary School.
Thank you so much for meeting with me today. So, if you can get started just telling us how long you've been in the field of education.
Absolutely. So I've been in the field of education since 2007, 2008. Not as a principal, however, this is my third year as a building principal. I've served different roles in education, most recently as a student services coordinator prior to being the principal, the building principal.
What do you like most about being in the field of education?
Oh my, there's so many things, but the one thing that I have to say that I like the most is just, being able to support kids, and support kids who are looking for, a better thing to do, right? Like education is always the gateway to success. At least that's what a lot of our families have instilled in us. But I also want to let them know that, it's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to fail forward. And that's one of the biggest things that I enjoy about being a principal.
Amazing. So, when you were growing up, did you have an educator of color that motivated you to become a teacher, become a principal?
I did not. I did not. I did not grow up in a school district where there were a lot of leaders or teachers of color. So I can't say that there's one particular person that, made me want to go into the field of education.
So, when did you know you wanted to become an educator?
Out of college, I had the opportunity to work for Pittsburgh Job Corps as a vocational counselor. And I worked at Pittsburgh Job Corps for about 7 years. And I got to the point there that, I'm like, you know what, I think I want to work with younger kids because Pittsburgh Job Corps was for students 18 to 24. And, although I loved it, I enjoyed it. I just wanted to make a difference with students, at a younger age. And I started pursuing, opportunities to be able to do that.
Nice. So, what type of skills would you say are needed to be an educator?
Oh man, you have to have some personable skills there. You have to be able to relate, I think, to their demographic. You have to be understanding. You have to care. You have to care. Education is not a field to go in if you want to be rich. And I use that term lightly because riches aren't always monetary, right? So if you're looking for a monetary benefit of being rich, it's not the field to go into. But as I always say, changing lives is priceless. So for me, that's where the real riches come in. Is meeting with kids, being able to help support kids and possibly change their lives in a positive manner is priceless to me. So, and that's why I do what I do.
Amazing. So, would you say that it's important for students of color to have an educator of color? And if so, why would you say that?
I do think so. And not everyone, is going to have that opportunity. I get it, but it's it's refreshing to see someone who looks like you in a position that you may or may not want to be in the future, right? And for us, we know what we know. So if I don't know any successful teachers, or if I don't see successful teachers or leaders in my community, then I'm not going to want to do that, or not going to want to be that. I'm going to want to be with what I see or what I read, and a lot of our kiddos, they see what they see on TV or social media, and that's their inspiration. So yes, I think that's very important for, there to be people of color in education.
So, you have quite a bit of experience in this field. What has made you stay in the field of education? What has kind of kept you going?
The kids. The kids, it's a new challenge every day. You know, this is a field that you will never get bored of doing what you do. At least I haven't, you know. And after you see one student meet their goals, you're on to the next. That's success. I want that to be bred across all of our students within our district. And until I feel like every single child has been successful, I'm not going to feel like my job is done.
So before we wrap up here, are there any other words of advice you have for youth that potentially want to go into education?
Yes, set goals for yourself. Make sure you hang around like-minded people. You know, what I mean by that is even as a kid, the friends that you choose, make sure that they're on similar successful paths as you are. And they don't have to be the same exact thing, but they should be striving towards success. And I think if you surround yourself with people that strive for success, you have a great chance of being successful yourself.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much. That's all I have for you. Really appreciate you taking the time to do this interview. You offered some great words of advice that hopefully everybody can learn from. But thank you so much.
Awesome. Thank you, Kay. It was my pleasure meeting you.